We are looking at the best quick snap play in the entire game, which is especially perfect for when you're dealing with the effects of Stadium Pulse. The play is Motion Mesh Post in the formation Gun Trips Y Slot Weak. And so this is the play Motion Mesh Post, and we always want to run this with our formation flipped so that our trips receivers are lined up on the wide side of the field. Now, all 5 routes on this play are awesome, and the best part about this play, like I said before, is that you can run this with 0 hot routes, meaning if you're dealing with the effects of Stadium Pulse, this is the play that you want to call. Now, when you press the hike button, your tight end is going to come in auto motion, and then at the snap, he's going to wheel up the short sideline. And if he's open right away, we're going to zip it out to him. He is the first read on this play. And so we're going to immediately look at him. If we're going to pass that ball down and outside, possession catch it if needed, and that's an easy 10 yards. We're not going to usually be throwing to him, but if your opponent is leaving it that open, you always have to look at it just in case. Let's say your opponent is in a stock cover 3. The second read on this play after the tight end wheel route is going to be your running back in the flat. And if your opponent is not putting a hard flat on the side of the running back, we're going to take those easy yards every time. Now, the important thing here is the pass lead. Because we don't have a ton of sideline, we have to pass lead this ball up. As long as we pass lead it up, we can get a ton of yards after the catch. And what I absolutely love about this play that people don't realize is that the tight end ends up serving as a lead blocker when you throw to the flat route. So look right here. The running back catches it in the flat. Look at our tight end up there blocking that cornerback, and we have a huge gain down the sideline. I know flat routes are not exciting to people, but this running back flat route with this tight end lead blocking can go for a ton of yards. And so always look at your running back in the flat. Now, let's say your opponent is in cover 3, but they shade down. They're like, we're not going to just give you a free flat route. The third and fourth reads on this play are going to be your 2 drags crossing over the middle of the field. Now, these are mesh drags, and mesh drags are a little bit different than normal drags. What mesh drags will do is against zone coverage, they will sit down in the soft spots between the zones. Now, against man coverage, they'll just run across the field like normal, but against zone coverage, they're going to be looking for the soft spot in between the zones and try to sit there. And so if one of them is sitting in a spot where there's no zone defenders, that is who we're going to hit. And so if we snap this ball, we're going to see that both of our drags are going to stop their route short. And in this case, we can hit the RB receiver and then get some easy yards after the catch. That's a really unique thing about mesh drags. Some people like it. Some people don't like it. Either way, you need to be aware of it. And if you don't want them to sit against zone coverage, just go ahead and put them on normal drags. Now, these mesh drags do amazing against man coverage as well. And so we'll put the defense here in cover 1. And I always tell people, if you're struggling to beat man coverage, just put double drags on the field. And with this play, we have the double drags on the field automatically. Now, the pass lead is important. You want to pass lead these throws out in front of the receiver. That could be all the difference between a huge gain on the ground after the catch and just getting a few yards because you get tackled right away. And so the pass lead is very important, but both these drags can get wide open against man coverage. And so that's why I absolutely love having this as a quick snap play as well. If your opponent covers you or blitzes you, you snap that ball and in 1 second, you can throw to one of the drags. Now, the final read on this play is going to be our outside trips receiver on the post, and he's kind of covered up by the show play art here, but he is the far outside guy on the right in this case, and he is on this shallow post. And I love this post against both man and zone coverage. And so if we look at our opponent playing once again a shaded down cover 3 because they want to guard this running back flat route, they want to guard these drags, you're going to see that the post is going to get in an amazing job in kind of like a soft spot in between the zones over this linebacker. That linebacker basically ends up in conflict because he can't guard the drag underneath and the shallow post coming over the top of him. And so it is this linebacker right here, number 17. You see that he is kind of stuck. If he stays down on the drag, then he can't guard the post. If he stays up on the post, well, then the drag is wide open. So he's really just put in conflict with this high-low. And against cover 3 right there, it's an easy completion over the middle. Now, this post also can do great against man coverage. In this particular case, Clemson has a superstar defensive back out there. And so I don't know if our receiver is going to be able to beat him in this particular case, but I have thrown this post so many times against man coverage. We'll give him a shot anyway. And right there, we'll kind of just pass lead inside. And even without much separation, a good pass lead inside still had a completion. And so you can see that even against a superstar defensive back with a good pass lead, that's an easy completion. If it's not a superstar defensive back, you will often see that post completely cook the defensive back. And I've had that happen a lot in my games. And so Overall, this play motion mesh post I truly believe is the best quick snap play in the entire game. All 5 routes are viable. You don't need to make any hot routes. It beats man coverage, it beats zone coverage, and against match coverage, one of the drags will be open over the middle as well. And so I just think that this legitimately is one of the best quick snap plays in the entire game.